That orange light spilling over the jagged ridge? That's a sunrise almost nobody on Earth gets to see, because to be standing here when it happens, you have to spend the night on the mountain itself. This is Seoraksan, and this is the wooden shelter that makes it possible. Most travelers think Korea is palaces, street food, and neon-lit shopping streets. You fly in, you eat, you shop, you fly home. But the fastest-growing reason foreigners now come to Korea isn't any of that. It's this, climbing mountains. They're calling it K-hiking, and last year, over 2 million international visitors hit Korea's national parks. Seoraksan alone drew roughly 170,000 of them. For centuries, Koreans have treated mountains as sacred ground, places to clear the mind. That's why this isn't a trend that fades. It's something locals genuinely live, and now travelers want to live it too. Earned with your own 2 feet, almost impossible to fake from a tour bus. So let's actually walk it. You start at Sogongwon, the park's gentle entrance plaza, where a giant bronze Buddha at Sinheungsa Temple, a site over 1,000 years old, watches over the valley. From there, the trail stays easy, tracing a clear stream to Biseondae, and then to Biseondae, a vast slab of granite where towering peaks rise around you like a folding screen. But the real Seoraksan begins past the Biseondae checkpoint. This is Cheonbuldong Valley, the Valley of 1,000 Buddhas. Named for cliffs that look like 1,000 carved figures standing in rows, and ranked among Korea's 3 greatest valleys. Therefore, the easy walk turns serious. You pass Gwimeonam, a jagged rock guarding the gorge like a stone sentinel, then climb past a staircase of waterfalls, the 5-tiered Oryeon Falls. On steep steel steps and boulder paths. By the time you push past Yangpak and reach Huiungak Shelter, you've climbed straight through Korea's most dramatic gorge to 1,200 meters. Quick question. How much do you think a night at this view costs? 20,000 won, around $14. This is not a hotel. There's no bedding. You carry your own sleeping bag. No heating, no room service, barely any signal. The recently renovated shelter holds up to 30 hikers in one open communal space, men and women often in separate sections, sleeping shoulder to shoulder on floor mats. But here's what nobody expects at 1,200 meters: dinner. As the sun drops, the shelter fills with a sound and a smell you'd never imagine this high up. Pork belly sizzling on a portable burner. This is samgyeopsal, Korea's most beloved grill, the strips crisping at the edges, and beside it, thin-sliced beef bulgogi caramelizing in its sweet, savory marinade. You wrap it in a lettuce leaf, eat it watching the alpenglow fade off the peaks, and it hits different up here. Every bite earned by the climb. And from Huiungak begins the crown of it all, Gangneong Nyungson. From the shelter, you drop to Muneomi Pass, where the ridge officially starts, then take on a jagged 5-kilometer traverse named for rock spines that bristle like a dinosaur's back. First comes Sinseondae, the classic viewpoint where the whole serrated ridge unfolds before you. Then, the monster of the route, Bong 1,275, a 1,275-meter rock tower you haul yourself up by steel cables with sheer drops on either side. Beyond it rise Kyunsaebong, the Great Bird Peak, and Nahanbong, before the ridge finally eases down to the Madungyeong Junction. It's rated one of Korea's most demanding day routes, figure 10 to 12 hours end to end, for fit hikers only. But this is the payoff. Standing on that ridge, granite spires stacked to the horizon and the East Sea glinting far below. You understand why Koreans call this the single most beautiful view in the country. In October, the first frost dusts red maple leaves, and in 2025, Seoraksan logged its first snow on the 20th, autumn and winter on the same slope. So here's the takeaway, short and simple. In Korea, The best view isn't somewhere you visit, it's somewhere you sleep.